Hello students, welcome back to chemistry class. So in the last class we discussed about the Rutherford nuclear model of atom and also we discussed about the drawbacks of Rutherford nuclear model of atom. So later a scientist Niels Bohr improved the Rutherford model of atom. So by the results obtained by some experiments. Okay. So then the two important developments that leads to the formulation of the Bohr's model of atom are. So two important developments were formulated the Niels Bohr model. Those two important developments are, the first one is dual nature. So dual nature of light. Dual nature of light. That means the light possesses both wave property as well as the particle property. And the second one is the results obtained from the atomic spectrum. So atomic spectrum. The results of the atomic spectrum. So from these two developments, so Niels Bohr formulated the new model for atom, that is it is an improved model of the Rutherford atomic model. So before going to Niels Bohr atomic model, so first we have to discuss about the electromagnetic radiations. So therefore in that is development leading to the Bohr's model of atom. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ರೇಡಿಯೇಷನ್ಸ್ನ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಅಂದರೆ the first property that is dual nature of light. Okay. So first we have to discuss about what are electromagnetic radiations, how they are produced. So we know that a scientist James Clerk Maxwell. So according to a scientist James Clerk Maxwell, so whenever a charged particle under acceleration, so if we have a charged particle, so if it is under acceleration and it is moving, a moving charged particle, so which is under acceleration, so then that particle ಯಾವುದು under acceleration ಅಂತ charged particle ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ, so charged particle when it is moving under acceleration, so it emits alternating electrical and magnetic field. So alternate ಆಗಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತದು electrical and magnetic field. Electrical and magnetic field na emit ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. So first electrical field na emit ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. So next again it emits the magnetic field. So that is alternative ಆಗಿ electrical and magnetic field na emit ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. And these electrical and magnetic fields are transmitted. So the transmit ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ and these electrical and magnetic fields are transmitted in the form of wave. Therefore they are called as electromagnetic waves or electromagnetic radiations. Clear? So ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಚಾರ್ಜ್ಡ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಲರೇಷನ್ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಆಲ್ಟರ್ನೇಟಿವ್ ಆಗಿ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕಲ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ದೆನ್ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್, ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕಲ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡನ್ನು ಎಮಿಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕಲ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಎಮಿಟ್ ಆಗಿರುವಂಥದ್ದು ಸೊ ಇನ್ ದ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಫ್ ವೇವಲ್ಲಿ, ಸೊ ವೇವ್ ಫಾರ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಮಿಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದೇರ್ಫೋರ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ರೇಡಿಯೇಷನ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಈಗ ಸನ್ ಲೈಟ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಲೈಟ್ ಎಮಿಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ one of the electromagnetic radiation. Okay. So according to James Maxwell, he studied the properties of these electromagnetic radiations. So first we have to discuss about some general properties of electromagnetic radiations or electromagnetic waves. The first one is, so these electromagnetic radiations consist of electrical field and magnetic field, that is alternating electrical field and magnetic field. So these electrical field and magnetic field are perpendicular to each other. So if the electrical field is propagating in this like this one, so then the magnetic field is propagating like this one. So electrical field ಈ direction ಇದ್ರೆ magnetic field ಈ direction ಇರುತ್ತೆ. That means they are perpendicular to each other. Okay. So clear? The electrical field and magnetic field are perpendicular to each other and they both are perpendicular to the direction of propagation. So if it is the direction of propagation, so radiation ಈ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೊಪೋಗೇಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕಲ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಈ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ಗೆ ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಪರ್ಪೆಂಡಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅನ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕಲ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್, ಅಗೇನ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಪರ್ಪೆಂಡಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಟು ದ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ propagation. Clear? And these fields are propagated in the form of a wave. Clear? So electrical field and magnetic field are perpendicular to each other and both are perpendicular to the direction of propagation. Clear? So then the second one. So we know that sound waves, if you have taken the sound waves, are the waves which are produced in the water. So we know that these waves, for their propagation or for their transmission, so they required an medium. So ಅದು ಮೂವ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು, ಸೌಂಡ್ ವೇವ್ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಥವಾ ಪ್ರೊಪೋಗೇಟ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ದೇ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಮ್. ಸೊ ಅನ್ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್ ಸೌಂಡ್ ವೇವ್ಸ್, ದೀಸ್ ಲೈಟ್ ವೇವ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ರೇಡಿಯೇಷನ್ ಡಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಡ್ ಎನಿ ಮೀಡಿಯಮ್ ಫಾರ್ ದೇ ಪ್ರೊಪೋಗೇಷನ್. ಸೊ ಅದು ಪ್ರೊಪೋಗೇಟ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ಮೀಡಿಯಮ್ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಡ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ದೇ ಡಸ್ ನಾಟ್ require any medium. There does not require any medium for their propagation. So that means they travel in vacuum. These electromagnetic radiations travels in vacuum. Okay. So then there are number of different types of electromagnetic radiations. So these number of different electromagnetic radiations, they differ from one another. So how they differ means they differs in their frequency or in their wavelength. But all these electromagnetic radiations travel with the same velocity, so that is the speed of light. Clear? Therefore we have the different types of electromagnetic waves or the electromagnetic radiations. So all these electromagnetic waves, so the different types of electromagnetic waves, so they differ in their wavelength or frequency. They differ in their wavelength or frequency. But all the radiations travel with the same velocity, that is the velocity of light. So it is given by c. C is equal to 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. Okay, so some examples for electromagnetic radiations are, so gamma rays, or you can take visible light, or the IR radiations, UV radiations. Clear? So then electromagnetic spectrum. So when all these electromagnetic radiations are arranged in the increasing order of their wavelength. So if the different electromagnetic radiations are arranged in increasing order of wavelength, so then that arrangement is called as electromagnetic spectrum. Then it is called as what? Electromagnetic spectrum. So electromagnetic spectrum. Okay. So in electromagnetic spectrum, the first electromagnetic radiation is gamma rays. Gamma rays. Okay. So after that, so gamma rays next barodu, they are the X-rays. So gamma rays next barodu, X-rays. So then UV radiations. The next is visible. So the next radiations is visible radiations. The next is infrared, IR radiation. The next is microwaves. So microwaves, and the last one is radio waves. The last one is what? The radio waves. Okay. So this is the arrangement of different types of electromagnetic radiations in the increasing order of wavelength. Therefore, the gamma rays are having the lower wavelength and radio waves are having the longer wavelength. Okay. So first is gamma rays, then X-rays, then UV ultraviolet radiations, visible radiations, infrared radiation, microwaves, and then radio waves. So in that, the visible radiation, the wavelength range of the visible radiation is 400 nanometer to 750 nanometer. Okay, so and these are visible, they shows different colors. So therefore colored light nami barta idane, that is due to the visible radiation. Therefore if any substance, ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು substance ನ ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ ಅದು wavelength radiation emit ಮಾಡುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಆ emitted radiation wavelength visible radiations ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ 400 nanometer to 750 nanometer range ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ನಮಗೆ ಕಲರ್ ಕಾಣಿಸುತ್ತೆ. Okay, so color of any object is mainly due to these visible radiations. Clear? So then all these electromagnetic radiations are characterized by some properties. The characteristic properties of electromagnetic radiations are in general for waves. Okay, the first one is wavelength. The first is wavelength. So wavelength is represented by the symbol lambda. The symbol is called as lambda. So what is wavelength? Okay, so we know that when we consider the wave, okay, so radiations are travel in the form of a wave. Clear? So therefore the distance between the two successive trough or the two successive crust is called as wavelength. So it is a distance between the two successive trough or crust is called as what? Wavelength. So therefore wavelength is a distance, therefore the unit for the measurement of wavelength is meter. So but generally we are measuring in nanometer because it is a smaller length, we are measured in nanometer or by Armstrong unit. So we know that nano means 10 to the power minus 9 and Armstrong unit means 10 to the power minus 10 meter. Clear? So then the second property is velocity. So velocity of the light is given by c. So r it is given by v. So velocity is given by v or c. Okay. So c is the velocity of the radiation or the wave. So velocity means the number of the distance travelled by the wave in 1 second. Okay, the velocity is the distance travelled by the wave in 1 second per second at the unit time. So unit time alli so wave ಎಷ್ಟು distance na travel ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ that is called as what? Velocity, and velocity is measured by so meter per second. So velocity is measured by meter per second, or for smaller it is centimeter per second. Okay. So then the third one is frequency. The third one is frequency. So frequency is given by the symbol nu. So frequency is given by the symbol nu. Okay. So frequency is defined as the number of waves travelled through the given point in unit time. So now considered, we have to consider a point. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ನಾನು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ಈ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಮೂಲಕ ಸೊ ಪರ್ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಸೊ ಪರ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಜನರಲಿ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್. ಸೊ ಒಂದು ಸೆಕೆಂಡಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಮೂಲಕ ಎಷ್ಟು ವೇವ್ಸು ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ ಆಯಿತು, ದ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ವೇವ್ಸ್ ಪಾಸ್ಡ್ ಥ್ರೂ ದ ಗಿವನ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ per unit time is known as frequency. So and frequency is generally measured by per second or it is measured by the unit hertz. Okay. So one more important property of the wave, that is wave number. The fourth one is, the fourth property is wave number. The fourth property is wave number. So wave number is given by the symbol nu bar. So wave number is given by nu bar, and wave number is a reciprocal of wavelength. Is a reciprocal of wavelength. So how to define this wave number? Okay. So wave number means the number of wavelengths present in unit length. Okay, so if you have taken 1 unit length, either 1 centimeter or you can take 1 nanometer or 1 meter, that is unit length. So unit length ಒಳಗಡೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ವೇವ್ ಲೆಂತ್ ಇದೆ, the number of wave, this is 1 wavelength, so 2 wavelength, 3, 4, 5 like that one. Okay, the number of wavelength, not number of waves. So number of wavelength present in unit length is called as wave number. Therefore, wave number is reciprocal of wavelength. Therefore, the unit for wave number is, so wavelength is measured in either meter, centimeter, nanometer or Armstrong unit. Therefore, wave number is measured in terms of per meter. For smaller units, we are using per centimeter. Meter or per centimeter. So, these are the 4 important characteristic properties of waves are the electromagnetic waves. Clear? So then the important relationship between the wavelength, velocity and frequency. So we have the relationship between the wavelength, velocity and frequency. So it is given by the nu is equal to c by lambda, or you can write c is equal to nu into lambda. Clear? So that is nu means frequency. So frequency is equal to velocity divided by wavelength, or velocity is equal to frequency into wavelength. Therefore, so from this relationship we came to know that wavelength and frequency are reciprocal to each other. So therefore, if for any radiation, so wavelength is more means its frequency is less. So therefore, in electromagnetic radiation, the different electromagnetic radiations are arranged in the increasing order of wavelength, or we can say decreasing order of frequency. So frequency and wavelength are reciprocal to each other. Okay. So and we know that 1 by lambda is wave number, that is the reciprocal of wavelength. Therefore, this relationship can also be written as nu is equal to c divided by c into 1 by lambda, or you can write nu is equal to c into 1 by lambda is nu bar. So nu is equal to c into nu bar. That is the relation between frequency, velocity and wave number. Okay. So wave number is very important property for the characterization of the different radiations. Clear? So in the next class, so we have to discuss about the wave nature of the electromagnetic radiation, so and also particle nature of electromagnetic radiation. So now ಈಗ electromagnetic radiations ಅಥವಾ light wave nature ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ, so it clearly explains the 2 important phenomenon, that is interference and diffraction. ನೀವು ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಫಿಸಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡೀಟೇಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ. ಸೊ interference and the diffraction, but it does not explain some other properties of the substances. Okay, so those are next class ಅಲ್ಲಿ again discuss ಮಾಡೋಣ. So those are photoelectric effect, so atomic spectra of the element. So ಯಾವುದೋ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ atomic spectra obtained ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So atomic spectra, black body radiation. So all these are not explained with the help of wave nature of electromagnetic radiations. So therefore, so another scientist, Planck, so therefore, so he proposed that, so the light or the radiations are not only the waves, so they are having the particle nature. The particle nature of the electromagnetic radiations are the light. Clear? That is the Planck's quantum theory. So in the next class we will discuss about the particle nature of electromagnetic radiations. Okay. Thank you all.